Kenneth English.
Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to Fight Your Chrysler. I am Will Hemme, and we got a little issue here. Have a little issue. If you have a Chrysler 300, Magnum, Charger, Challenger, and your fuel gauge starts to read real goofy, you fill it up and the needle doesn't go all the way to full. In California, that can cause you to shoot yourself in the head, but don't do that. Your fuel pump, fuel gauge, float is probably dying. That's what happened to me. Went to the station, filled up, pump shut off. Thing only went to like just under 3/4. What the hell? Okay, the pump's bad at the station, right? Go to another station, put in $3, and it stops. Same thing. Needle hasn't moved. I drove around a little bit. Tells me I only got 50, 60 miles to empty in a full tank on the trip computer. That can't be right. Can't be right. Now, while this baby was going through its issues last April and we were trying to figure out what it was, I did buy an aftermarket fuel pump, whole setup, left and right, put them both in. Didn't change any of my problems, as we know. We had an engine issue, but I put in a new aftermarket pump. This had the original Mopar pump in at 90,000 miles. Wasn't trying to troubleshoot with a brand new expensive ass Mopar pump. And I found out why you don't buy aftermarket pumps. Anyway, this one in here for several months gives me these crazy fuel gauge readings. Well, we found out what the problem was. Right, here we have a fuel pump for the 6.4 liter Hemi, which is different for the 6.1 to 5.7. So you got to make sure you're getting the right one when you get the right one. But anyway, this is the aftermarket fuel pump setup that I put in the car just to see if I wasn't having a fuel pump issue. Pump fine, not a problem. This is the passenger side. This is mainly filter, and we do have a float also, because you got the tanks kind of split over the hump. So you got two tanks basically in your car that are joined, but you need to read the level in both sides just in case it sloshes over. So the car takes readings from this pump on this side, and then on the driver's side you have this pump, which also has a float. Now this is the actual pump. This part here is the actual pump. The rest of this is a body that holds fluid in a reservoir, fuel in a reservoir, and lets the pump suck it up. So this is fully submerged. This is also fully submerged. So you got an electrical connection going on inside the gasoline, which is not a problem because there's no way gasoline explodes just as a total fluid. You need air. So there's no air in the tank, no air in the fluid. So it's fine that this little electrical bit here is going back and forth. Now see, on this side, which I thought was my problem, was not. Very solid, making a good connection, and as I move it back and forth, I feel it kind of sliding as a little rotor, not a rotor, but I forget the word, but anyway, it slides across the stator thing, and it makes an electrical connection. It tells the car by how much current it allows to pass through. You know, it sends this through these wires and tells the car how much fluid or how high this float is sitting. Same thing with this one. Now, when I go to rub this, I don't feel any resistance. I don't feel any contact whatsoever. This was my problem. This puppy, look at this. Shoddy, shitty craftsmanship. So you can see the little thing in here. This thing is not even making contact. Look at it. It's free floating. It's broken. See that? Let me get it better. Shit done came disconnected. Oh, it came disconnected from the. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Maybe I could fix this. Hold on. Okay, so as we can see, that little plastic part there is supposed to be riding on this pole. Now, that could be anywhere. Now, I don't know if it's broken or just snapped out, but we're gonna snap it back in right now and see if we can make it work. And see how good it'll hold, because it probably Hold on a minute, folks. Okay. Need a little. Okay, that looks like it's in there. Now, you know what? Now I feel that perfect grind. That might be the whole problem with this pump, is that part came loose. Now, I put the old pump back in the car, the one that's got 90,000 miles on it. So, if that one fails, I'm gonna need this one, because this pump is fantastic. But I think that's all it was, family. However, I don't like how loose this is. But since this is all connected, it's probably not a problem. But what's going to stop that from popping back out? I don't know about that little latch part right there, if that's part of it, if it folds down or not. Nah, it didn't fold down. Anyway, this might be a working fuel pump once again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, aftermarket pumps, this is what you get. So, until next time, we will keep fighting this Chrysler because we love it so much. Peace.